Welcome back. We have a great guest joining us, and that is Ruth Dyson, alderperson of the District Number 12.
Yes.
Ruth, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Let's start off with, maybe for those who don't know, what is an alderperson?
An alderperson is basically a liaison between the city and the community.
Let's hear about District 12. Where does that cover in the
Oh,
county?
it's it encases the west, nope, I take that back. The west side of 14th Avenue between 75th Street and 60th Street. And then we have the south side of 60th Street going down to parts of 31st Avenue, and it cuts back over to 75th Street. And then I have the north side of 75th Street.
So kind of almost like in the heart of the city right there.
Yes.
Um, So let's talk about what made you decide to run for as an alderperson.
Well, I used to be a county supervisor, but then I had to stop doing that because I became ill. And once I got myself back together, I was able to run for alderperson because I wanted to do more for the city and for the people in our community. As a county supervisor, we deal mainly with county agencies, such as Kenosha Area Agency, Aging and Disability, but I wanted to do more for the people that I live directly with.
Yeah, so that leads me into the next question. What is the difference between a county board supervisor and an alderperson?
Well, a county board supervisor works mainly for the people that live in the county. Well, the things like the homeless shelter, Shalom Center, um, the food pantries, aging and disability, things of that sort, mental illness, those are agencies that they deal with. But the city, we deal more with um, city things like the sidewalks and uh, keeping the homes safe. And oh, what else is it? I'm trying to think of the next thing. Um, the neighborhood watch programs, things of that sort is what we deal with.
Were there certain issues that made you want to become an alderperson? Like, let's say something in your community that you wanted to address or change?
Yes, the one of the main things I wanted to work on was are so many places that have alcohol and beer, which is really not beneficial for the community. And we need more of the stores or stores that have food, actual food where people can buy and sustain themselves in a healthier way. And also making sure that our children have playgrounds where they can go and play and have activities during the summertime.
So let's talk about the Common Council. What is no, the districts meet in a meeting with the Common Council. What is the Common Council?
The Common Council has all 17 alderpersons where we meet twice a month on the first and third Monday of each month in room 204. And that is where we all come together and we all talk about the things that are going on in our district. And we all vote on where we're going to put our help.
Alderpersons go for 2-year terms, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So on going on a total of 4 years, let's hear about the accomplishments you've done so far.
Well, so far I've been able to lower the number of stores that sell alcohol, so we don't have as much alcohol in our district. I've been able to work with the mayor and some of the other alderpersons and some of the constituents to help get the uptown area cleaned up, as well as the police chief. They've been helping me keep the uptown area looking nice and free of people that like to just stand around and loiter and cause problems. So now it's safer to walk down there. And right now we are working on getting the Lincoln Park basketball courts put back together. And so we will have a handicap accessible court and then 2 other courts where people are able to go and play freely without
Oh,
being injured.
so then from your constituents, do they call you, email you? And if they do, what do they What are their concerns?
I do get emails and phone calls and text messages, um, mainly about parking, loud noises. Um, Let me see. Yeah, the parking and the noises is what I get most of the complaints about. The last one I've received is what just recently, there's a problem with the people now where people are going around beating up the homeless. And so now I'm working with the police chief to figure out how we can prevent that from happening even more. Um, and before that, I had an issue with the parking in the uptown area where the people were not adhering to the 2 hour parking rule. And so now we are able to get the people to start adhering to that and using the underground parking that's available for the new uptown lofts in the uptown area.
Committees. Let's talk about committees. I believe not only do you serve in your district, but I believe there's
Mhm.
committees or commissions that
Yes.
alder persons serve on. Let's hear which committees or commissions you serve on.
I am on the finance committee and the license and permit committee. And both of those committees are very important to the city. The finance, of course, with that, we decide where the finances is going to. I'm also on the community block development grant committee, which we're crossing our fingers that we'll have funding so that the agencies here in Kenosha will be able to get funding to continue helping the residents of Kenosha, city of Kenosha. I know a lot of places like the Boys and Girls Club, the ELCA, Evangelical Lutheran Community Agency, they were they depend on some of the funding from us. Shalom Center comes and they get money from the city to run some of their programs. And so working on the finance committee lets me see where the money is actually going. And that way I can find out who actually needs the money and I can monitor where the money is going. And I'm just one of the people that's on the committees. There's usually anywhere between uh, the committees are sizes of 5 to 7 on a committee. And so one person does not get a chance to control all the votes because everyone has a voice in their committees. And I encourage anyone that has an issue or a question, or if they want to just come in and sit at a meeting, they're welcome to come in. There's always citizens' comments where people can come in and voice their opinions about what they would like to see changed or give people kudos for. They're always welcome to come in.
Now, did you choose to what committee or commissions to sit on, or do you get appointed to where you sit on that committee?
Well, when you're first elected, you'll meet with the mayor, and then the mayor will look at your background and then ask you questions and then ask you which committees you would like to sit on. And then you work that out with the mayor. And so basically you're appointed.
If those who haven't been to your district, let's hear some selling points. Why should they come out to District 12?
Because they have an alderman that will return their calls within 24 hours, and I actually care about my district. Now, that's not to say the other aldermen don't, but I can tell you this alderperson will return your calls because I actually care. And this is the neighborhood I grew up in, and it's beautiful. The changes are just wonderful, and it's bringing people back to this area.
And not only do when you sit on those committees with finance um, and the licensing, is that it's not only just your district now, you do oversee in certain areas the whole city of Kenosha. Um,
Yes.
why should someone come and visit or live in the city of Kenosha?
Well, Kenosha is an up and coming air city. There's a lot of things that's here that we can actually do now. The new mayor that's in place, he's bringing a lot of up to date apps that we can use. Like people like to use the different apps now. So they can go on the City of Kenosha website and see what to do because there's a lot of things to do there. The uptown area and the downtown area both have a lot of things to do. One of the things that was new this year was the march that when they died the little pond out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
in Green, and
All
and that
right.
we had the St. Patrick's Day parade. that was one of the new things that was done this year. And there's a lot of different things coming that will interest people and get them to come and stay, hopefully. There's the Ken district, that's it's not in my district, but the Kenosha Innovation Neighborhood is coming. That is going to be there. As you already mentioned, the Keela building, the Kenosha Emerging Leaders Academy, the new children's library in the uptown area, both which happen to be in my district. It's just a lot of wonderful changes coming to Kenosha that will encourage people to want to stay here, visit and stay.
All right. Well, Ruth Dyson from District 12 for the city of Kenosha, we thank you so much for coming down and making Kenosha a better place to live. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.